Please welcome our next speaker, 1 million, 2 million, 3 million, and million of clap for Engineer Churches Gonzalez.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Who among you remembered that song back in the 80s? I don't actually know that song. But apparently our floor director said that it was performed or sung by no less than Madonna. And the title, I guess, if I'm not mistaken, since only Justin Bieber's song and you know, Bruno Mars song are the songs that I'm familiar with. But I'm not already familiar with that song. The title apparently was Borderline. Who knows that song? Can we see some hands? Okay. So it is actually relevant to my training today. Because Borderline, later in the latter part of my training, I'll be discussing some things about monoline. That's why the introduction was Borderline. So my topic for today, ladies and gentlemen, is how do we analyze some compensation plans or what we call marketing plans. Now, as part of our training in Global, ladies and gentlemen, okay, as part of our training, we try to educate as many leaders as we can so that you can cascade whatever information you learn from our training so that you can also be able to train your downlines so that you know, they get familiarized with a lot of companies out there. Although, ladies and gentlemen, before I even begin with my training, we are not against our competitors because competition is actually good since it makes us better. It makes us think for some more innovations on how we can improvise our infrastructure and our system. It's not that, you know, what we are against are those companies, proliferating companies, that's, you know, they do the business just to cheat or scam people. That's why part of our education, our training is to train you, our leaders, so that you can be informed also on the basis of the legalities and how you can be able to analyze a lot of marketing plans out there. So today, our topic would be analyzing compensation plans. So I'll be discussing two kinds of compensation plans out there, which are becoming popular because a lot of people are, you know, joining, and a lot of people seem to believe that actually these untested marketing plans are actually working. So my first topic would be the auto matrix marketing plan, or what we call the 2x2 marketing plan. And I'd like to show you in my illustration how does this work. Okay. Under the 2x2 matrix, why do they call it a matrix or 2x2 auto matrix? Now, if you join this kind of marketing plan, if let's say A joins, he has or she has to recruit 2 direct downlines under him or under her. So for A, this is under our system. In Global, we have 1 by 1 because all you need to do is to look for just one person on your left, one person on the right. That's it. You make a pairing bonus. So that's what we call 1 by 1. 1 by 1 binary marketing plan. Under a 2 by 2 matrix or auto matrix marketing plan, okay, you need to find or you need to develop at least up to your second level or second generation downlines. So this is the first level. You need to develop up to the second level. So in this case, if A finds recruits or sponsors B and C, A has to help B and C look for their respective downlines as well. So in this case, B and C are the first level or first generation downlines of A, and D, E, F, G is the second level or second generation downlines. This illustration is actually a 2x2 automatrix. Now, a lot of companies out there, if you are able to complete this diagram, they have what they call a graduation. Okay? You graduate to earn the commission. So in this case, if you are able to complete this diagram, you actually graduate. A graduates and gets the respective commission and forms another group, and she graduates from this cycle. Do you follow?
Yes.
Now, just for illustration purposes, ladies and gentlemen, if B does the same, now, under this system, under this diagram, you see B has only one level or one generation downline. Am I right?
Yes.
Now, for him or her to graduate, she or he has to develop second level downlines as well. So again, if we follow A, B, and C, for them to graduate also, since they have first level or first generation downlines, they need to find or develop second level downlines. So the illustration should be like this. For B and C to graduate. Okay, so in this diagram, since B and C have second level downlines and they were able to complete, okay, they will have to complete. No space in between. Okay? So B will graduate, okay? And she or he becomes, downline also of A under the new diagram on my right. And C will also follow and graduate. Then they get the commission on that respective marketing plan. Okay? Do you follow? Now, for D to also graduate, what would D mean? Okay, another second level downline. So, what will happen if we continue the diagram? It will happen like this. So, D will also graduate, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, E will also graduate, F will also graduate, and G will also graduate. Okay, do you follow? Okay. The only thing here, ladies and gentlemen, the disadvantage that in history, by history, ladies and gentlemen, apparently, no 2x2 automated lasted for more than 5 years by history. A lot of automatrix marketing plan normally closes after 2 to 3 years only. So their lifespan is about 3 years. A lot of companies fold up. Sometimes they overpay. Sometimes a lot of distributors do not make a lot of money, so they leave the company and the company closes down. Because the weakness of this marketing plan is this. You have to complete every generation, every level for you to graduate at the other side. So what happens is, for example, under this diagram, if E, wasn't able to complete, he will never be able to graduate. But if some downlines there are missing in our diagram, a lot of them will never be able to graduate. So a lot of leaders would what would a lot of leaders do with this? They would use their own money to compensate and put some members down the line so that they will be able to complete the whole pyramid. If they will never do that, they never get their commission. Now, what happens if you compare it to our marketing plan? Our marketing plan, in Global's marketing plan, ladies and gentlemen, you don't need, you don't need to complete all generations down the line, because as long as there's one on the right, one on the left, down the line, you are paid with our match sales bonus until infinity. Is it good or very good? Yeah. So in this kind of marketing plan, ladies and gentlemen, the company gets a lot of money. They get the whole or majority of the pie goes to the company, and only a bit of the pie goes to the distributors. So if you were able to hear in the Philippines, some marketing plans who employed and utilized this way back are companies like LGN, if you are able to hear that before. EBI also used the 2x2 marketing plan, and they are all gone now. Now, can you imagine how hard it is to develop down the line, we're talking about first, second, third, fourth generation only. When you talk about on the 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th, then ladies and gentlemen, it's humanly impossible for us to complete the whole genealogy. So can you imagine how challenging this is? If the 2x2 automatic is very challenging, then the 2x3 is much more challenging. The 2x3 is basically the same with the 2x2, except in the 2x2, you need up to the second level generation, second level downline. On the 2x3, you need up to the third level before you graduate. So let me show you. Okay, A recruits B and C is first or her first level downline. D, E, F, G are the second level downline. You never graduate because remember, in our earlier diagram, this is the 2x2. Then, if you want to graduate and get the commission under the 2x3 marketing plan, you need to have a third level downline. So that completes the 2x3. 2 direct and 3 levels dip. That's why it's called 2x3. 2 direct and 3 levels dip. 2x3. If you complete this diagram, that kind of company, that kind of marketing plan, you graduate. You get the commission. Now, if B wants to also graduate, she or he has to find or develop his third level downline. Am I right?
Yes.
Okay. So look, B has second level downlines, develop third level downlines. So if this happens, guess what? B and C will also graduate. Okay? Will also graduate. And if D, E, F, G follows the same system, again, D, E, F, G will also graduate and get their commission. Looks easy, ladies and gentlemen. But again, if you employ and if you use this, you know, in my experience, in this kind of marketing plan, you easily make money once you are new into the system. Because, you know, it's very easy to develop up to about your third level or fourth level generation. But when we're talking about your 5th, 7th, 8th, 10th generation downlines, it's also it's already a different story. And remember, you will never be able to get your commission once some of these people are not present or in the whole diagram illustration. If some of the people there are missing, okay? If you're not able to complete it, then you will never be able to graduate. Why am I showing you this? Because a lot of companies, they are not even registered here in the Philippines. We've got a lot of warning already from the Securities and Exchange Commission, and still, a lot of Filipinos are joining this kind of marketing plan.
Yes.
Online. And there's a lot. There's XYZ Gold. There's you know,
XYZ
EMPY. A lot of numbers. And, you know, they show their results in Facebook. And sadly and unfortunately, a lot of people are, you know, very easy to recruit in this kind of marketing plan because what they use or what they normally use are words like it's easier here, you make a lot of money here, you get a gold bar here, you get a gold coin here. You know what I'm saying? And recently, you know, since I got a lot of friends in Facebook, I have some of my downlines before, and they are in another company right now. And my downlines posted this. My downline posted this picture from this company, okay, 2x3 Automatrix, and the distributor there were like was like, you know, showing off his new car, a BMW, and he had the picture over Facebook. You know, posted it over his wall, like, you know, this is what we got from, you know, doing the business for about 6 months. This is what you get in XYZ Gold, and you know, new BMW, blue BMW sedan with, you know, a plate number. And another distributor from the same company posted the same car And she was like saying thank you to her uplines for giving her the opportunity because she was able to buy
Ibig sabihin, hindi kanila.
apparently a brand new car. And I was reading it, and when I was reading it and I saw it, I was like, how can two person have the same car with the same color with the same plate number at the same time? You know what I'm saying?
Yes!
So can you imagine that? I was just like, telling myself that, what are these people doing? While in AIM Global, buying cars is already an ordinary thing in our company. You don't need to post these things anymore because at the rate that we are going, ladies and gentlemen, in the whole AIM Global family, there are distributors who are buying their cars on a daily basis, ladies and gentlemen. Almost daily. So again, this kind of marketing plan, normally distributors make money at the onset. I mean, when they're just newly joined the company or they're just they just joined this company. And since they are allowed to buy a lot of heads also, like multiple heads, what they do, they buy their first 7 heads and develop down the lines and try to tell them that, you also buy the 7 heads so that you can be able to maximize everything. So the checks they actually show you is not an actual check. It's what we call in network marketing as marketing plan who uses the money game. It's playing games, ladies and gentlemen. They use their own money to make money. Can you imagine that? Use your own money. Use your own money to pay in so that you can make money from your own network. So it's like, milking your own cow. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay, so this is the 2x3 auto matrix. And again, if you are not able to complete the whole diagram, you don't make it. Are we clear? Yes. Okay, let's now go to the borderline. Okay, the new marketing plan that is going crazy all over the Philippines. Okay,
Going crazy.
Monotime has come on. So let me read this. A new system of MLM networking is completely or quickly spreading in the Philippines like a wildfire. It's called monoline. It does get rid of the dreaded term pyramid because of its one-line structure, but unfortunately, it still inherits the same principle of pyramid scheme that is earning by recruitment. They all have cheap, overpriced products as a front, but the real intention is recruiting people. Now, we know for a fact that, especially those who have attended our ASAP or Alliance Success Achievement Program, we have already educated and trained you how to spot, how to identify a legitimate network marketing company over a pyramid. Now, this new marketing plan employs a system that actually tells you that it is not important to recruit and sell. So they try to recruit, sponsor people, and their primary magnet, ladies and gentlemen, to a lot of people, can just be expressed in 4 words. They will tell you, join us, we are better. This is an evolved version of network marketing because when you join us, you make money without recruiting and selling. Can you imagine? How on earth can you make money without recruiting and selling? And networking? What, you just sit down and make money? So that is their ploy. You don't need to recruit and you don't need to sell products.